think we'll try to recap the best we can. Let's see. So you guys cleared out the house on Runestone Island. Runestone Manor, I think, is what it's called now. It's technically canon. And you guys decided to make your way back to the arena for like your semifinal battle between. That was a third round, right? Against the Savage Beast. There's a group of dudes that transformed into some big ass bears. You guys fought them. The one guy, he kind of surrendered at the end. Big bear.
Would you say it's Papa Bear?
Papa Bear surrendered. Bright, he was pretty jazzed up about the whole thing, like usual. So we left off. It's kind of late night. It's the end of the night. It's like a Tuesday night. So it was the arena is like erupting in applause as the travelers have defeated the Savage Beast and will now fight in the final round at the end of the week for the conclusion for the greatest champions in all of Cordova, the team battle, a prestigious title. You guys look back and you see Bright run out onto the field and he's like, yeah, he's jumping up and down cheering, you guys did it! As you guys kind of stand over, all kind of bloodied and beat up, but you stand over the body of the yielded large bear figure, as we will call him, Papa Bear. But I think he had introduced himself. His name was Brock. So he begged for mercy as you guys stand over him. So what are you guys doing? Where are we picking this up?
I think we picked up with all of us heading down to the waiting room, whatever it was called. The room where we waited for the fight to start.
Okay, I kind of remember that.
I assume it's not alerted some grandiose gesture, but beyond that, I don't remember anything other than ending the battle.
Yeah. So I like that. You guys, you ended by helping him back to the room. You guys were like in that little ready room. You sit, and I do vaguely remember Brock just starting to sit down. You had some questions for him. He's kind of like hunched over, kind of bloody and catching his breath. But he looks over to you, Vitoris, and he says, I see you've been inflicted by the curse. Werebear lycanthropy.
It burns a lot.
It's gonna get worse before it gets better, my friend.
Oh, goody.
But it's up to you. If you wanna succumb to this disease, this curse could actually be a blessing to those who can control it.
Am I gonna go wild and eat people?
Perhaps at first your emotions will probably get the better of you, but as time goes on, as you understand it more, as these compatriots of mine that I have met, that unfortunately they met their demise in battle, they were also werebears. I, Brock of the clan of the Sikjendak clan of the Bearfolk, am not a werebear. I am a Bearfolk warrior.
What's the difference?
I'm a bear, and they are not. They are cursed with a disease.
Oh, so if you'd bit me, I would be fine.
Yes. I was exiled long ago from the clans of the Northlands by the Bearfolk chieftain, Chief Arn. But as I made my way through the Brymek wilds, I met these group of werebears looking for some sort of cause, something to do, looking for the Bearfolk clans of the north. You see, the longer that the curse takes a hold of you, the more permanent the changes become. these fine young lads start becoming more and more bear-like and primitive in all their aspects of life. They ended up leaving the villages that they had lived in order to find a place that would accept them.
Nautilus has a question with this, because this is sounding very similar to other people that we have for biting and diseases. Is this a form of vampirism?
I suppose you could say it's contracted similar to vampirism, but
Whoa, do you mean P or B? I'm talking about vampirism.
no, this is a slightly different than that, but this is also similar where it can only be contracted by the bite of those infected. But these
Nautilus understands it's different then.
these bears are not like what you may have heard of legends and stories of wolves and other sort of creatures that at the height of the moon, when it's its fullest, they become enraged and savage beasts that will attack and kill for just the thrill of the hunt. Werebears can control it much better than those savage beasts, but it takes some time to control this, to learn how to deal with the curse.
But I'll eventually just become a bear? Permanently?
You'll be able to shapeshift into forms, into bear form, into a half bear, half man form. But at first, when the moon gets full, you will not be able to control it.
How close is the next full moon?
Oh well, I think the next full moon should be coming at the end of this week.
Oh, that's perfect timing.
When that happens, you may want to isolate yourself, in fear of your friend's safety. But then again, they all seem to be pretty adept at martial skills.
Nautilus ain't concerned.
Yeah, he's got no problem shooting us in the back.
Yeah, but Tor's worried they're just gonna murder him. It's like a team kill.
Nautilus won't do that unless you attack him.
As a sign of your faith and your sparing my life, I'd like to give you this. And he reaches into his armor and he pulls out this large claw, like bear claw. It's this massive black claw and has like a red streak on the tip, like kind of like from the tip all the way back down to the base of it, and it's super sharp. And he hands it over to Vitoris. He says, "Take this as a sign of faith. If you ever come across the tribes of the Northlands, this will bring you safety. Present this. They will know where it came from."
Will they not be angry that it came from you?
I was once a great warrior in my clan, but unfortunately, in times of battle, at one point, one of the elders lost their life due to my negligence. I was shamed and dishonored, exiled, wandering the wastes looking for purpose. Someday I will return when I have gained favor. I was hoping to lead these werebears to the bear folk, and maybe that would influence the chief to let me return, but I see that now has gone, and I suppose I will find another way to earn my graces back into the clan.
Not if he finds out you yielded like a little bitch.
True, not my most shining moment, but alas, I was bested by a better team. Travelers, you are truly amazing, gifted warriors.
How old does he look?
He looks like a middle-aged bear. There's a little bit of gray in his fur, but
Wait, is that like animal handling to figure out how old a bear is?
no, I mean, despite looking at him, I mean, you can tell he doesn't, in his mannerism, he doesn't seem like an old guy. Like Bright, even Bright as an animal, like he seems like he's a little bit older and weathered.
You ever wanted to go adventuring?
Christ.
I'm not. No. He could be the first protege, assuming Bright. If it makes you feel any better, do you want to work on a boat?
Or I'm not too fond of water myself, but adventuring does sound intriguing, and I would be proud to serve with the likes of you.
We're opening up a chapter here. Bright over there, we have to talk. We've talked about him being the seneschal.
Why are you telling him all of our business?
Whoa.
Because-
Snodlers kind of agrees with this. Like,
We could have
I'm not. Snodlers ain't staying there. Are you staying there?
We already have a tested warrior. He can help any young people do some training, go out on adventures, get some training done. You remember, we're starting from scratch over here. We've got nothing. We have a dilapidated building right now, which we're working on fixing up. I say that to Brock, so he doesn't think we just have a shack.
I'm not really one for indoors. I prefer to live in the wilds, but perhaps.
Honestly, the building's great for you then, because Snodlers thinks there's several rooms that have skylights that shouldn't be there, so you'll probably figure it out.
Right now, half the roof's missing.
I don't need a roof, so that does sound kind of nice. But I definitely would take you up on this offer as another step in my journey towards making my way back to my clan.
Well, I thank you, and it should be an interesting week.
And I thank you for sparing my life, and I owe a debt to you all.
Snodlers thinks you do not, so at least one debt is repaid. It was quite a good fight, and Snodlers enjoyed it. And learning so much about you and your vampirism, like with your fellow vampires, like this is in person. Snodlers appreciates it.
Just beware of your new curse, my friend.
Oh, I'm aware of it.
Snodlers excited for it.
Say what? I gotta turn you back up, Jason. You're quiet to me.
Did you have me turned down before? Because I rebooted my computer. Like, the chances that my mic are really low is stupid high. Like, I thought I fixed it.
I don't know what you are to everyone else. It's just kind of like you're whispering sweet nothings into my ear.
Pickles.
No, you sound fine, I think.
You're fine for me too.
I just turned you up then.
Pickles.
What? I don't like it when the DM just giggles out of nowhere.
It's just a bad joke.
You'll hear it when I finally put the recordings up someday.
Oh God. I'm scared.
So, how many days away before this complete moon?
3 days.
He's not always writing his notebook. All right, so it's like 17 cycles of moons. All right, good.
3 nights from now. Is it Wednesday?
It's Tuesday.
Tuesday. Oh. All right.
And so at this time, Bright's like, "Oh, that's gonna mess everything up. It's the night of the final matchup. You better be able to perform that night, Vitoris, Bear Taurus."
Play Taurus.
I wish I was. I wish someone else got infected.
Now, is this a curse or a disease?
It's technically a disease.
Okay. Well, Taurus, do you want to keep it?
Let's see where this goes.
All right.
Oh, so. Snodlers needs to know though. If he, let's just say, bites me and he's not in Bear Taurus, do I get it?
Bear Taurus can only bite you when he is in his hybrid form, when his teeth turn into sharp, savage fangs.
So is this saliva based or is it something more? Like, can you?
I don't understand it, as I am not a werebear myself. But
No. I understand. But like, you hung around him, so like, and you kept yourself safe. So Snodlers figured like you had some data, you knew something. But that's fine. I'm really excited. 3 days, right? I don't know, three whatevers.
I have a feeling I'm about to become a fucking guinea pig for Snodlers.
Whoa! What's a guinea pig?
They're small little rodents.
Go on.
That's as far as I know. Some people keep them as pets.
Snodlers would never pet you. It'll be okay.
So Bright looks over you guys. Oh, what are we doing tonight? Are we going back to Runestone Manor, my new home of business, or going back to the temple? It is getting late, and I need my fighters to train and rest up, be ready for Friday.
Yeah, about that. We'll have to discuss that whenever we meet up with or find our missing companion. He's probably in an alley somewhere or a bar. He really likes his alleys, though. So, are you accepting the job of Seneschal of the Travelers Guild here in Carrington?
Well, seeing as now how we have our true fighter as Brock, my new champion, yes, I will accept.
Perfect.
Snodlers thinks there was supposed to be some like spell reagent money or something out of this, right?
Oh yeah, Brock, pay up. You owe us some loot.
What? I don't know. You're the loot type. It would be the people that run this place. So at that point, what's his name? Bright. He runs off and goes, "All right, forgot him. Let me go fetch your winnings, my friends."
Snodlers gonna learn so many spells.
He comes back a little bit later with the 2,000 gold for you guys. Not each, that is, but split up 5 ways. No, 6 if you're going to count Boston.
Yeah. 333 gold and 33 silver.
Whoa! Who's getting the extra silver? I'm just kidding. You see Snodler's head go kind of down in disappointment as he looks at his very small pile of gold.
Bright looks over to him and he's like, "Durr! Don't be sad, my little friend. We'll make twice that amount on Friday."
So we'll discuss that. Where are we sleeping for the night?
Yeah, so it's up to you guys where you're gonna head back to the to your new spot. You're going back to the ship, or obviously, Bright said you can go back to his temple.
Well, Snodlers hasn't seen that one evil guy that we've locked up for a long time.
Yeah, we could go check on him. We'll get in touch with you, Bright.
You'll know where to find me. So
Have a good one.
he grabs Brock and helps him up, and they head out.
Alright, so it's just us in the room now?
Yeah.
Alright. What do you guys want to talk to Renwick about?
Talk. Just make sure he's there.
Oh, okay.
Sleep, and hopefully Boston turns up at some point.
The bigger question is, Donald Lewis thinks you have something to say then.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you gonna say?
I'm gonna go ask him if he'll tell me where his gold is. As blunt as that is.
Don't ask him, make him tell you.
I'm not in that kind of market.
Yeah, Albie, that's a good idea.
Yeah, let's not kill him.
Let's not hurt him.
Yeah.
He is an unarmed prisoner after all.
Snodalus thinks he has 2 arms.
Not if
figure
Javi
of
gets
speech.
his way. Well, let's get a gondola and head back to the ship. I'm sure Boom Boom needs a rest from watching him anyway.
Boom boom. Yo, Boomer.
Oh, yeah, wrong one. Sorry.
All right, yeah. So it's the end of the night. You guys are all like leaving. Like a lot of the people have left. Like the stands of the crowd have kind of dispersed. There's a bunch of vendors that are trying to sell like last minute cheap merchandise, like half price travelers, like foam fingers and stuff as you guys are leaving. But it's a
Wait, are we getting a cut of these?
no.
They're this merchandise?
They're all knockoffs.
They're all knockoffs. It's travelers and it's spelled with like a Z at the end of it.
This is some bullshit.
Travelers.
It's parody.
Yeah. And so you guys end up leaving, grab a gondola, head back through the night, and you make your way back to the docks where the Sea Ghost is there. And by the time you get back, you see Vossen, who's already kind of sitting on the edge of the dock, waiting for the rest of you guys to show up.
Nautilus really thought that you'd be there today. What the hell happened?
I had more important things to do.
More important? Nautilus thinks that the fight was the most important, if you didn't already know that.
I could tell, but I figure you could handle it without me.
Nautilus didn't really do that good. Almost got our shit punched in.
But you're walking here, so it went well enough.
Snodlers is about one twisted ankle away from keeling over.
Oh, excellent.
What'd you find
Uh,
out?
some stuff that we'll talk about later on.
You know, I'm deathly curious. Kind of like the new Bear Taurus.
What?
Bear Taurus now has vampirism.
What the fuck is that?
You know, it's where he like turns into a bear whenever there's a big moon.
How the hell did that happen?
Oh, he got salivated by another van bear.
I got bitten by a werebear.
Yeah, whatever, same thing.
So you were fighting werebears in the arena?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, the where is the arena. That wasn't obvious.
And the one that survived is going to join the Travelers Guild here in Carrington.
Whoa. He's not a van bear.
Mm.
He's not. He's a bear warrior.
Damn. Where from?
Up north.
We got a claw.
Did you say where up north?
He did not. Just said up north.
Damn it! Snodler's meant to ask. I was too excited about Bear Taurus.
No, that was when you were on your vampirism.
But seriously, like, I'm excited for like a couple more days, whatever that is.
I think he said far north.
Yeah, he said far. He didn't specify, like, you know.
Snodlers is pretty damn sure we're far south. So what does far north mean?
Where bears roam free.
So if Hector was here, he would have recalled him saying that he was from the Northlands. So it's like kind of like a northern continent. I guess not really continent. It's more of like a country state to the north of Carrington.
No, it's even labeled.
Even that's pretty vague, but
Hector would roll a history.
Yeah, a little history that like Hector would probably fill you in on is it's kind of like a deciduous forest sort of area. It's very mountainous and a lot of dense forest before it starts becoming kind of like a colder like tundra area a little bit further north. A lot of people still say that it's kind of still kind of a wild area. There's not a lot of civilized places there.
Well, Snodler would agree if there's a whole bunch of vampires just running around wild. Seems pretty chaotic to me.
But the one thing that is known is the famous elven city called Belshore. That's on the edge of that country.
I always can't think of a punny way to say bear elves.
They may not be bear elves. Bells?
Bells?
Oh, and Vossen, in 3 days at the full moon, I might try to bite you.
Snodlers will be there to make sure that doesn't happen, I guess.
So are we supposed to kill him in like 3 days?
No. Not kill. Not kill. Subdue. I like the word subdue.
I wonder if you have a different plane, Bear Taurus, once if I banish you. Do you, like, go back to your, like, bear plane?
I'm not from a bear plane?
You might be when you're in Bear Taurus. This opens up so many cool things.
I don't
Snodlers is so excited.
Snodlers get, the more excited Snodlers get, the more scared I get.
Yeah, Snodlers wants to learn all about this.
Who knew that there were bears? That were people? That were bears?
I'm gonna get like a whole chapter in the book.
Whoa. It's not about you. It's about Bear Taurus.
Bear Taurus.
You're not even mentioned in the book yet. I'm gonna be honest. Bear Taurus, definitely getting a chapter.
No.
Snodlers has hung out with Vitoris for the past 6 months. It's like, yeah, he doesn't get a chapter. Not even a mention. But Bear Taurus, now that's some interesting shit.
I just imagine someone like ending up reading this in the end and being like, you'd be like, yeah, I traveled with him forever. You're like, wait, are you Bear Taurus? No, I'm Vitoris. Different guy.
It's a totally different guy.
But that's something we can worry about in 3 days.
They want us to fight again in 3 days, but I feel like we should, do other things that aren't involving fighting, especially if they don't give us enough money to learn scrolls.
Have you been on the ship, Vossen?
Nope, been hanging out here.
Oh, it's late. Got the shit kicked out of me. I think Kolos gonna check on the prisoner, make sure he's still there, and he wants to ask him some questions.
I'll ask him in the morning when I have spell slots.
Jesus, maybe he will be unarmed.
Snodlers is definitely going to double check that he's at least there and poke
Yes.
him with a stick to make sure he's not an illusion. Snodlers is not going to fall for that.
Snodlers just goes in there, touches him, and then leaves. Doesn't.
Oh yeah, no, I don't give a shit if he talks to me. I just want to poke him.
Just walk in, rub your hand down his face, and then leave.
God, it's not creepy at all.
Well, not slowly. Snodlers does it like really fast and awkwardly. Like almost like a downward slap.
No.
Oh, so when we get on the ship, we gotta talk about what I found out. We gotta go somewhere private.
Yeah, you guys have the little meeting room that's in the forward hold.
Meeting / dining room / bedroom.
Yeah.
Hey, Miglar's on the ship.
I'm gonna forage for some food.
So you guys get on the ship, and Bobby the Schlub kind of greets you right as you get on. He's like, Captains, it's good to see you back and in one piece. I've heard some strange rumors that this city can be a little dangerous at night. But nothing to fear. The ship is ready to roll and shove off. Just give the word.
Oh, I forgot you were here.
Where would I go? I'm first mate of this ship.
No, it's not. I'm okay with how you understood that.
There's just like, close enough. Any issues, Bobby?
Oh no, it's run in tip-top shape. No issues at all. Crew is in good spirits.
No issues in town, right?
No. We've been all on our best behavior, sir. Alright, so what are you guys doing?
I was about to say, did it just get quiet? Like,
I thought everybody just disconnected.
uh,
Oh,
So aren't we heading to the meeting room?
yeah, that'd be ideal.
on the way to the meeting room, I'll poke my head in, make sure, ask Boomer how he's doing, make sure Douche Nozzle's there.
Yeah, so you go in there and he goes, and he kind of like smiles, and then he's like, he goes, "Let me go, you bastards."
Snarlers would like to try to thorn whip him, make sure he's real.
Who, Boomer or Drake?
Not Boomer.
Drake.
Snodler's extra spells?
This is now there's bonus cantrips.
That's a cantrip.
Yeah, so you just whip him, and he's like, he just gets knocked back to the corner, and you see him kind of like cower down. And he's like, you bastards! Why don't you just let me go? Turn me in, get this over with. Enough
And
of this.
Snarlers is confident that was like not illusion based, right?
Yeah. He's like,
All right.
wait, don't leave me here with this thing anymore.
Snarlers here. She has some great stories.
I can't take it. I can't take this torture.
Well,
Doing good work, Boomer.
Snarlers will
And
see
he
you in the
nods.
morning.
And I assume Boomer just goes back to talking nonsense at him.
Yeah, he's really just standing there, like staring at him.
It's a silent treatment, but angrily.
You just gotta figure he's like what, Raven? So he's probably got like just big black beady eyes.
Yeah,
He's
he's creepy as hell. So Bobby the Sub also comes down into the room with you guys. He's like, I figure I might need to be here if that's okay.
We're going over. Fawcett's got some information to tell us. We gotta figure out what we're doing next few days. So, first mate probably does need to know. I'm okay with it.
Well, I really appreciate that you including me. You know, I've got big things planned for the ship.
Well, what kind of big things?
Well, no, nothing in particular. I have the crew ready. They all have the arms. They've been practicing hand to hand combat. Our overall ship skills have increased. Running the ship has been at least tenfold better than it was. We should have no issues when we leave port.
I swear if we hit a rock the second we pull out.
No. You can trust me.
We have so far. So, Vasen, what'd you learn?
Everyone, it's only could be for us. So anyone that's not us needs to leave.
So Bobby the Schlub looks at you, Vas, and then he looks over to Vitoris, and he looks back to you. Oh, does that mean you'd like me to leave?
I need you to make sure everyone follows the order, since you are the first mate here.
Sure, I will. I'll make sure everybody comes down here right away, sir.
Not down here.
And he turns around and like walks out, and he's looking for the rest of the travelers and tell them there's a meeting. So, is anybody else going into this little meeting room?
Yeah, I'm there.
Dollars.
Yeah, I'm going in. Sorry, I was reading something.
Oh, Meglar fell off the boat.
Yeah, Meglar's, he's swimming right now. Alright, so you guys all come in there. Bobby the sub finds Yuri just kind of chilling. Tells him they're waiting for you downstairs.
I think Yuri was stuffing his face.
And Yuri's all fucked up, too. What are they talking about down there, Bobby?
I don't know, sir, but you ought to get down there right away. It looked like it was something important. I think I'm going to be invited. So if you can, when you get in there, make sure you put a good word in for me.
Oh, absolutely. I head downstairs to the room.
Alright, so you guys all pull up some seats. Shut the door behind you. The room is yours, Vassen.
Are we going to wait for Bobby the Schlub, guys?
No.
In fact, you see Snoddler's put his DACA outside as it like floats under the door.
And Bobby the Schlub sees that. He's like, oh, okay, when I'm not wanted. And he just like runs up the stairs.
So, as you guys know, I went to the Magi Guild to let them know about what happened at Runestone Island. And I asked about, if they knew anything else about Dagon or anything. They mentioned that he was slain by a god, vanquished by his own weapon, so that trident is definitely Dagon's weapon.
And it can kill him. It.
That is true. So it is good that we have it, but it's not good because if he gets it, he'll be on the material plane that we live in forever. Or until slain.
So if we hide it, that's it. It's not like this is anything else.
Yeah, I don't know. So I don't know. Like, I'm pretty sure they're looking for it too to put it together. So, I mean, it's good that we have parts of it, but that's the other part of this.
That also could be bad because we gather all the pieces. Then we become a target.
They're gathering the pieces. So if we don't get them, they may get them. You know what I mean? So if we spread them out, they still might get them.
Yeah, Snarlers doesn't understand other than we should continue finding them. And when we find them, we'll just find more of them because other people found them. So does this change anything?
No, anyway. We kind of know where a couple more are.
Oh, really?
This is the part that's look around, make sure no one else is here. They're not supposed to. If it gets in the wrong hands, bad stuff could happen.
Like a demon thing god being on the material plane, or like worse?
Well,
Snarlers doesn't understand.
It's just information about where another piece is.
Where are these
That
pieces?
no one supposedly knows except for the sages of Candlekeep and us.
Wait, is that the same group that I'm a part of?
What?
I don't remember.
Technically, no.
Alright, never mind. We're good. I was like, this bastard's held out.
Tell me the last piece is in my mansion.
Nope. One, we can get in contact with the Shark Queen. And then the other one is far to the Northlands.
Your tourists are going to be important.
I'll pull the claw out of out of my bag of holding. This should be useful up there.
So, yeah, but that information don't want anyone else to find out.
Oh, nobody knows about the Northlands?
No.
Hmm.
I'm sure we can get a random direction. We have a good ship, and apparently someone that can drive it really well now. Although, we kind of have to get rid of the other ship first, right? Isn't that why we even got here in the first place?
But we still gotta
Alright.
buy the other ship.
So, yeah, so now that that information's out, what are we planning here? What's our next maneuvers for tomorrow?
Alright. Snodler thinks we need to find another group to battle on our behalf and die for Friday, so that way we can have alibis as we go and take the ship somehow. And then we rescue everyone and we win, and the Bear Taurus goes to Northland.
To his homeland.
Jesus fuck. I think we talked about my fucking homeland. My home away from home. It'll be my vacation home. I think we should investigate Meglar's stepdad's ranch, see what he's got going on over there, turn him into the garrison, not the city. And then there's 20,000 gold left because half of it's up front. Pose as the butcher, pay the rest of the ship.
Who can help us all blend in with someone looking like the butcher?
Snodler will look like the butcher.
I understand what you're saying, Taurus, but I agree with Snodlers.
That's okay.
Same plan.
Yes.
No, can you get as tall as the butcher?
I mean, no, but
That won't work.
He's
That
like
will
a-
not work.
He's like the mini butcher.
they call me the Butch.
Yeah, that won't work. But thanks for the effort and, taking the initiative.
Well, Snodlers can turn everyone to look like the butcher if you want. For 8
We
hours.
don't need everyone to be the butcher.
I'm just
one
saying.
person the
Look,
butcher.
look. Snodlers made everyone look like Snodlers, and it worked really well. If we're all the butcher, probably wouldn't work very well. But at least one person can look like the butcher for 8 hours. I got it. Don't need to concentrate. I can make them fly too if you want.
All right, and then everyone else is going to have to dress the part.
Give me a second.
They could all. I can make them all look different too, so Snodlers can make them look like the butcherlings.
No, we can't look like the butcher at all.
No. Maybe Snodlers is saying the wrong word.
Don't we
Anyway.
Make
have,
us look like pirates.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how this works. But yes, that's the plan.
I
to
have
get
6
ship.
red sashes in my bag of holding.
Cool. So then,
Oh,
after
yeah.
the ship, what are we doing? Or before that, that's the end of it, right?
I mean, Snodlers thinks we need to make a hasty escape at that point.
Yeah, we're gonna need, like I said, I think we should investigate Drake's place, turn him into the garrison, hire a crew and get them ready, buy the boat, get the crew on board, and then immediately leave. Because the butcher's supposed to show up at the end of the week. I don't know what specific day, it's just at some point at the end of the week.
Now, have you looked into figuring those teleportation circle?
Yes, Snodlers has a little bit of information. Snodlers can teleport to a couple places, but the ones that they have at the Mage Guild in our little place are like kind of special in normal teleportation. Honestly, I'm kind of confused to how they work, but Snodlers thinks he can work it out.
Would you be able to make that one like your own, so we could make another one somewhere else and come back here?
Like out of character, I'm pretty sure right now it is not connected to the Mage Guild.
Yeah, so
Because I broke it, right?
Yeah, so they like disconnected it, but you know the symbols to that one. So theoretically, you can make a teleportation signal or symbol
Circle to there.
to either you have two patterns basically. You know, one that'll bring you to the Mages Guild, and one that'll bring you directly to Runestone Island. So you could duplicate them and make like a
Yeah. And to make it permanent in your world, it's still a year, or like that's part of the, like there's some mechanics that we don't have to talk about now, but notionally in character, I can bring us back here, but Snoddler's it doesn't really know a lot of other places. Snoddler's is looking for it, and I think we might be able to find some places, but right now the only places we got are 2 places in this city.
Okay, but you could duplicate that.
We can get back here.
Could you do it between here and Saltmarsh?
Snoddler's doesn't think he knows anywhere in Saltmarsh that has a circle. So Snoddler's can't get us to Saltmarsh.
That's what I'm saying. Can you make one?
Yes, Snoddler's I think can make one. Snoddler's has to cast it every day for a year.
Oh, so you could cast it wherever you are.
To go to a place that has a permanent circle, yes. And if there is a permanent circle, then I think Snoddler's can make it a part of another, like, unit. But Snoddler's is 100% sure on that yet. Like, it's kind of complicated. It's not it. It's there's like subtext missing out of the scroll I got.
Yeah, it's probably gonna take you some time to get it activated, but I don't know if it'll necessarily take you a year to do it, but still.
So how does that work? So like, say we are anywhere out there, he could use that to get back to Runestone Island.
Yeah, you guys could
Okay.
technically make one, but it's gonna take him like, a full day, maybe 2 days to physically create it and actually do something with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that just makes for the dilemma we're going to be in. Would that work?
Snoddler doesn't think that helps.
So either way, like out of game, you're probably gonna have to still travel someplace.
No, I get that. We'll just figure it out when we get there.
Yeah, Dave was talking about at some point eventually having like the teleportation on Runestone Island and one in Saltmarsh.
No, that's after he casted a lot. That's
Yeah.
That's what I was from. But I was thinking, we're sailing somewhere and we won't have a way out. Could we use that to come back? If we waited the however long he took to put it down.
In the normal concept, absolutely. If we sail away, we could literally get off on an island somewhere. I drop down.
Yes.
In 1 minute, we're back here with 50
That's what I was asking out of character. Is that how that's going to work?
Well,
yeah, that just doesn't make
on DM.
Yeah, but that just doesn't make a permanent circle. That's all. But yeah,
no, that's right. Like we could just
teleport back to that,
back to Runestone Island.
Right.
Okay.
Or
I just didn't understand where the spell is going to work. So.
Because now knows the symbols of the Mages Guild. Technically, he could get you guys teleported all the way back to Faerun to like Waterdeep, where there's another Mages Guild.
Oh, I forgot about that. I just didn't know if I could bring them with me, given that my status is the only reason that I know I'd get there. And there's a social aspect that I didn't really ask about.
Yeah, I think you could. I mean, I think you're gonna like open like a portal and everybody will walk in and go. But yeah, it might be a little awkward when you show up with all your buddies. But
what's up, bros? Peace.
Yeah, that's kind of what I want to understand, like how the spell works, and if Snoddlers knew how to use it like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's how I would interpret it. And then, like you said, like to make a permanent one where you guys can just all easily like teleport yourselves, it's going to take a little bit longer. Like obviously in the long game, it would make sense to like go back to Saltmarsh, go back to the house, and like put a permanent circle up there so you guys can fast travel from one end of the world to the other.
Yeah, I think ideally that's what.
But also, like we take the ship up north, do whatever up there, and teleport back down. We would either have to send a message or let them know beforehand that you guys need to head back to wherever we're going, Carrington in this case. Otherwise, our ship's just going to be sitting up there waiting.
Yeah.
for
Otherwise,
us
yeah,
to
your
go.
ship's just gonna be stuck.
How many days do you got to do it in a row?
Snarlers
10?
isn't quite sure in regards to the super weird in-network subtext.
Oh, from like somewhere maybe a year or so.
Normally, like if you're just trying to make a normal destination that's not an in-network destination,
Mm-mm.
then it's supposed to be, I think, a year according to how it reads. But the Mages Guild has this cool fucking way of making like an in-network thing that it doesn't work everywhere, and then like anyone, like even like Bear Taurus can go in, and it just happens, and like it's not a big deal.
Ah, well, it's good that we have that tool now to at least get back to Runestone Island.
Because it sounds like
Yeah,
the
did I
normal.
explain that right?
Yeah, because that's kind of how I meant it. Like, you're kind of limited because teleportation circle the spell. If I read that right, it's kind of like you can go from there to like places as long as you know like the symbols all over the world, basically, right?
What?
Like anywhere, but like this is kind of like the smaller version of that. So like you said, it's kind of more like in network. Like you can only like it will only take less time to build these little circles, but you can only go, point A to
In
point
network.
B. Yeah, in network, right?
So Snoddlers knows the normal spell, which is really hard, but the AT&T spell, as long as
Right.
we stay in network, is super cheap and easy.
Yeah. That's
Or
what
if
I'm
it's
saying.
after
I
9
haven't
PM.
come up with an idea of like how long it would take. Like I don't think it would take a year to do that because it's kind of like the generic version of teleportation circle.
Although ironically, it's more powerful technically. So like, if it doesn't have to be activated with the teleportation circle spell, like that's huge.
Yeah, you
And that's
would.
how your implication was.
Yeah, you wouldn't need the active. Yeah, right. The 50
Like
gold.
like a password system.
Yeah,
You walk in and
Sure.
say the password, and then it transport you to wherever the password's associated with.
yeah, because
Oh.
technically like any of you guys could to just walk into the circle and it'll activate and take you to that other spot. It's like a 1-to-1.
Snoddlers is getting to make those passwords too, Bear Taurus. I'm ready.
Oh God, Snoddlers. Ugh.
So
Right.
that's good to know we have that on board.
Snoddlers just has to get it all set up.
And Snoddlers has to figure a lot of stuff out. Like,
Yeah. May take a little bit, but we just as long as we know that that is an option.
Mm-hmm.
We're taking Drake first, or are we gonna? Do we know exactly where we got to bring him?
The
Well,
garrison.
since we do.
How far away is the garrison?
It's actually in the same side of town as you guys are on, so it's not that far.
I know Renwick here is kind of famous, so maybe we should like cover him up so no one knows that we have him walking through town.
Snoddlers thinks we should just make him invisible.
Oh, we could do that.
Can you make people invisible against their will?
It just says a creature you touch becomes invisible. it
It
doesn't
doesn't say
there's
a willing
save or
creature?
anything. Nope, it just says a creature.
Oh God. Okay.
I could always beat the shit out of them so no one will recognize them.
Boss is just
Ah,
lost.
the Potter Harry approach.
However you guys want to go about it.
I think it would be more us to make him invisible and just carry him. That way, no one knows, because a lot of people in town are friends with him.
That's why we want to turn them into the garrison and not the city.
Yeah. So, I think we should just turn him in and fucking get the fuck out of here as fast as we can. But, I mean, going to Renwick's is a good idea also.
I mean, let's extort him for all his money. And then turn him in.
I mean, if that's what you guys want to do. I mean,
How else will we get the boat ship?
We only the 10 grand for turning them in. We could cover the rest of the boat easily.
Do we have 10 grand?
We out of all of us, we could come up with the rest of what we need. I think we only need 15, right?
20.
Yeah,
20?
20,000.
20. I think we ended up being. I don't remember all the math, but I think we ended up at 12 plus the 10 from him, but also see what he's got in his house. Maybe if he's got any information on the pieces.
And then we could shell out the other 10. I mean, we had it before, so I mean, I'm sure you guys won more money, and that'll get us the equal amount we need. But we might go to Renwick's and he might not have nothing there. He might just have it stashed away in one of his hideouts. But it's worth checking because he does collect artifacts. So it's either way. I don't care.
The question is, do you want to turn him in first, or go check out what he's got first?
I don't
I'm
know
fine
what's
with
riskier.
I say go check out his house first, and then turn him in.
That maybe there's could be some information we find there that the Emperor, King, or whatever's over here would be interested in. But I say that waits for tomorrow.
All right. So then Renwick in the morning, his house.
All right, it seems to be a plan. Anything that you guys want to do before you all take your rest?
I need
I'm
to
so happy.
I need to somehow try to heal or rest or something.
Yeah, you're gonna take a
That's-
long rest.
Snodlers,
Yeah.
can I have some of that tea that you have?
Ooh. Of course. See Snallers dig through his bag real quick. And,
Just enough for a couple of cups.
so he whips out his bag of holding, and inside the bag of holding is a burlap tea bag with a Griffin logo next to it. Or sorry, a burlap tea bag. Takes out like a Snoddler sized handful and just like holds his hand out.
Cool. I grab it and hold on to it. I don't know if I'm going to put it in, but I'll figure it out.
But what's funny, Snoddlers can, I think, just make water taste like tea. Like you don't even need tea.
I
I don't want
do
to
the
know what
real
you're
thing.
using with it. Don't worry about it.
Well, thank you, Snodlers.
No, of course. Snoddlers has more. It was really good.
I'm just going to find a spare bit of cloth or something laying around. And then just put the tea in there for now.
Okay. Alright, anything else? I'm assuming you guys are all gonna turn in for the night then.
Sure.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, you guys all get your long rest, so go ahead and heal up. And it's fairly early the next morning. You guys are kind of up and about, and you can tell it's already gonna be a nice, it's a warm day. And Bobby the Schlub comes into your guys' rooms, and he greets you guys with this beautiful platter of bacon, and he's got some sort of tea, little teacups, and he's got like this fresh bread and all sorts of good stuff to eat. And it smells amazing. And Bobby's like, see, this is how I like to take care of the crew. Am I doing a good job?
Yeah.
As soon as I smell bacon, I hop right up, all healed up. Just start eating some of the bacon.
And he hands you a cup of tea. He goes, this is some local tea I got. It's supposed to be really good. You should try some. And he hands you a cup, Yuri.
Thank you,
Snoddlers
Bobby.
Snoddlers is confused. How much money did we leave?
Did we what?
What?
Leave? Where
Leave
did this
where?
come from?
Leave.
Yeah, where did all this come from?
Where did all what come from?
The food.
Oh. I don't know, maybe he's taking it out of Hector's money.
Or we pay Bobby way too much.
I think it's only.
Hey.
Dead.
So as he's standing there, he's like, no. I have some connections that I made in town. I'm telling you, I'm doing some big things. I'm working the town. I met a few people and promised a few favors and yeah,
What favors?
yeah, anything for the crew. This is I'm trying to earn my keep around here.
What favors, Bobby?
Oh, nothing. Since we're gonna be here in town, I just offered our help and our services to a few other of the locals and some of the shop owners. They liked what you guys did in the arena, so I kind of piggybacked off your fame a little bit and figured that we could kind of run this barter sort of service where we help them and they give us food and goods and supplies. Right? It seems to make sense.
So you've got some connections.
Yeah, so we might have to stay in town for a little bit, and we kind of have to do a few things, but
Well, that's a no can do there, Bobby boy.
we have time, right? I mean,
No.
what's
We
That-
need to have that stuff finished up by I would say tomorrow afternoon.
I'm so stupid, and he starts like smashing himself in the head. Every time I think I'm gonna do a good job, I just ruin everything.
Whoa, not
Calm down,
everything.
Bobby. It's fine,
Well,
but
hang on. It's not that big of a deal. We do have a section of the Travelers Guild out here now. They can handle the locals' jobs.
and you've got some connections.
Well, we only have one guy, really.
We got two.
Yeah, but
I mean, he's a pretty bare deal.
Well,
We-
that'll probably
We
work.
will,
I mean, it's not a
can we
real big
postpone?
job.
Can we
but-
postpone till later?
I suppose. I
How
mean,
big is
it's
the
only
job?
the
What is the
traveler's
job?
reputation on the line, but
What's the
that's
job?
fine. Oh, it's just clearing out some houses. There are some. I don't know. They call them scrags or skags or something like that. I don't know, but it didn't seem like a big deal. It just like some sort of rats or something that was in the bakery. But
we
but-
might have time for that.
yeah. If you say it's okay, I can take somebody with me. Maybe I'll take Boomer, and we can go talk to the new guy, and we can, I can
Boomer.
prove to you that I can handle this.
No.
Boomer's on guard, dude.
Bad idea. Bad idea.
When have I ever let you guys down? I kind of feel like you're not letting me spread my wings here and really show you what me, Robert, can offer.
Robert.
Who the fuck's Robert?
Well, that's my name. I mean, I know my friends call me Bobby, but I think Robert sounds a little more distinguished, don't you?
What about Roboito?
Oh, I kind of like the sound of that.
None of those things the accent is required.
Roboito. So
But-
you've got
But
you've
it's
got
okay.
some.
It's okay if I guess it can wait until you guys get done with whatever it is you're doing.
Live in the world. Roberto.
So you've got some connections in town. Do you know of anyone who'd be interested in short sailing? Short job sailing a ship?
No, but I could find out right away, sir. I can probably go recruit some people down at the Tipsy Sailor. The other night I heard a whole bunch of guys in there in the bar. They were looking for work. They seemed legit.
None of us wonders if we have money for that too.
It shouldn't be that
No,
bad.
that'll be really cheap. Never mind. It's not like we overpay everyone.
We normally kill it.
Yes.
We normally kill everybody before we get a chance to pay
So
them.
see who's interested and how many are interested. Don't promise anything, but tell them you might have a job lined up. See how many people you can get interested.
Now you guys really know your stuff. That's a great plan.
Keep up the good work, Bobby.
Well, thank you. He kind of struts off, and his like big old beer belly's kind of like bumping into things as he's got the trays in his hands and he's putting everything back.
I'm
Alright.
literally picturing the guy from work.
Exactly.
What the?
It's so funny.
I can't believe the tourist just gave Bobby the schlub permission to hire a crew.
Yeah, you
I
did.
didn't say hire a crew. I said see who is interested and how many are interested. I did not say
He's coming
hire.
back with a crew.
That's fine. We're gonna need one.
Bobby the Schlub is
Temporarily.
out there making some moves, guys.
All right,
He's
we'll see-
making
we'll
Bobby
see.
moves.
All right, either way, we ready to do this?
Yeah.
We know where his house is? The ranch.
Yeah, I think it was pointed out on the map, wasn't it?
If
Oh.
not, it always feels like it would not be hard to find.
I don't think you guys were told where it is, so you guys don't know where it is. I mean, as a player out of game, you guys know where it is, but
Look, it's not like he's so famous here. It should be very easy to ask 3/4
Why
of
don't-
anyone who's a shop owner.
Why don't we just beat it out of him?
Or we could ask him.
Or maybe let's not let him know we're going to his house.
Nautilus kind of agrees with that.
All right. Well,
I mean, like Snother was saying, he's pretty famous, right?
here he is.
Well, I mean, don't you think someone would just tell you where he lives? He's so well liked.
I mean, the Lead Cheek residence is very well known. It's hard to ask anyone and not know where it is.
Doesn't he own a whorehouse here?
Yeah, but I don't know about up here, but in the Underdark, Nautilus has a hard time asking the owners of businesses where their owners' houses are without looking really weird. And that's just down there, though. That may not be the case here. Like, we can't go to Dark Mart and be like, "Hey, where's the owner's house?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, sure. Here, let me draw you a map."
Business opportunities. We got some investments. He's doing some good things.
Well, let's find out. Let's go find out where he lives.
Well, I'm going to go talk to Renwick first. Well, you guys can go find out where he lives. I'm going to go talk to Renwick.
So can we at least wait like 10-ish minutes so I can?
Yeah. I'm gonna do a little bit of calisthenics here. Get all limbered up. I'm ready for another day of getting my ass kicked.
I'm gonna slap on a telepathic bond on all of us. 1 hour duration, so it's not like it's gonna be super good, but
okay, that's
we're all
cool.
splitting up. That
All
way,
right.
when we get caught, we can at least let them know.
All right, so Kolos, you're gonna go talk to Renwick then.
Yep, but I want to make the tea first that I took from Snothers.
Okay.
2 cups.
All right, so you make the tea. You head over, and at this point, as I say, what is his name? The Kenku. Boomer. He's outside the door, and he looks like he'd never sleep. So he's just like standing, staring off. As you walk up, you see his beady eyes as you got a cup of tea in your hand.
Boomer, go get something to eat. I need to talk to the prisoner alone.
And he just nods and shuffles off.
I'll make my way inside and close the door behind me.
Yeah, you open the little door and you see Renwick. He's just kind of like curled up in the corner, sleeping on the floor. And you can see his, like, when you met him before in the bar, like a week ago and stuff, when he tried to talk to you about getting a job and stuff, like, he was clean cut and he looked, you know, like really presentable. He's a rich man. He's looking dirty now. He's got some definitely his full on beard starting to grow, and he looks not like the proper gentleman that he was. Also, you guys aren't feeding him very good, so he's probably dying. But
Details.
Oh, that's good to know.
I'm fine with that.
Is there enough room to close the door behind me, or is it like
Yeah, it's
the
a tiny-
door and then the cell door?
yeah, it's like a tiny little closet. It's not even like a cell. It's more so it was like a secret little room. That's like it has like some manacles that are hooked to the wall. But yeah, so you
Gotcha.
walk in and it's just basically like a kind of a large closet.
Alright. I'm gonna walk over to Renwick and like nudge him with my foot. Hey, Renwick, wake up.
And you kind of like kind of wakes up a little bit. He like opens his eyes and he kind of just sneers at you, and he's like, "What the fuck do you want?"
I brought you some tea.
Oh, it's about time that you people maybe care a little bit about your prisoners. And he kind of sits up, reaches up for the tea.
No, I hand it to him. And I was gonna ask you how you're being treated, but that's apparent and obvious.
Yeah, I've been treated much better by savages and orcs alike than the likes of you people. But needless to say, I know my time in this realm is nearing its end. So go ahead, ask away.
What makes you think I'm here for something?
Why else would you be here?
Fair point.
Did you touch Meglar inappropriately?
Did you touch Meglar inappropriately?
Meglar is like a son to me. It's
Yeah.
It's
Same
a
question.
it's just a shame that he had to feel so negative about me. I offered you and him to join me in my cause and my crew, but obviously some things were not meant to be. And no, I had never touched him inappropriately.
I didn't think you did.
In fact, I offered him many times to visit my establishments here in Carrington, but he was not really into that sort of thing.
Not all of us are.
How about you? Would you care to go? I could bring you there now. I could get you quite a fair deal and all the women you would like.
As tempting as that sounds, I don't think the other travelers are going to be too fond of me letting you go right now.
They don't have to know. The Smiling Drake is a wonderful establishment. I think you'd really like it.
I'm sure I would.
And as he starts sipping the tea, he's like, This is the Keelan tea. It's excellent tea."
Yes, your butler gave it to us back in Saltmarsh.
Oh, yes, of course you've been to my home. I'm sure my home here is also been intruded on, but...
Actually, we went to your house back before anything negative happened. We were actually coming to look for you, but I forgot why.
Oh, maybe you were inquiring about working with me.
One could only hope. So, are you hungry right this very second? Do you want something to eat?
I am famished. How would we go get a bite to eat at the Smiling Drake?
Like I said, I can't let you go. But I can go get you some food.
But breakfast would be on me. Anything you want.
I don't need your money.
What is it
I
you'd
told
seek?
you that back in Saltmarsh.
Money,
Personally, I don't need your money.
fame, power. How about
Information.
a whole estate of your own?
Again, that doesn't interest me. I just need some information.
All right. I suppose I'm not really in a position to say no.
You could say no. I'm not going to harm you.
Okay, then no.
Okay. I get up and I start walking away.
Oh, wait. No. I am quite intrigued by this now. As he stands up and he kind of like brushes himself off and pulls himself together a little bit, grabs his hat off the floor and the big beautiful feather in his hat's kind of all jacked up looking, and he kind of brushes his hand over it and puts his hat on. He's like, "Yes, well, apparently I have offended you, and I have not been acting like the gentleman sort that I am normally known to be, so I guess if I am to die in this place, let me die with dignity. What may I help you with? You have shown me kindness. Perhaps I can return the favor."
Well, the travelers and I are coming up a little bit short on the gold front.
Oh, so you do need my money.
The travelers need your money. Me personally, I don't have no use for money. Moving on. Is there any amount that you can think of that might buy your freedom?
Oh, Well, if that's the case, what would it cost me to get my freedom? Would you be interested in, let's say, a nice 30,000 gold? It could be yours. And you could just say goodbye to me, and I will part ways. We will live happily ever after.
Well, I would need the gold first.
Well, I don't have it on
Before
me, obviously.
Clearly. Where would I go and get this gold?
Oh, in my estate here in Carrington, I have much wealth.
Interesting. Is there somebody I need to go talk to there? Or?
Oh, you could take me there, and I will get it for you personally.
No. Like I said, I can't let you go right this very second, but let me talk it over with the travelers.
Oh,
But in the meantime, yeah, let me go get you some food.
that would be wonderful, my friend. And please take your time. Talk it over with the fellows. I'm not going anywhere.
All right. Give me a moment. I'll be right back with the food. So I get up and I walk out. I go get some of whatever's left over that Yuri hasn't slobbered all over. And do I see any of the travelers on the ship in my little travels here?
Yeah, sure. I'm sure everybody's kind of up and about. Vasen is kind of in the main room down here doing his stretches. I'm sure everybody's out doing something.
All right. So, Vasen, can I talk to you real quick in the meeting room?
Others wants to come.
What?
First off, do we all have the telepathic bond yet, or has it not been 10 minutes?
So I think I would have seen you as long as you left after the 10 minutes, and we all would have it.
Oh, okay. Well, then never mind. I don't need to talk to anybody. I can just tell you guys all in my head. While I'm going over to get the food, I tell everybody what Renwick has said about the 30,000. And does anybody want to take that offer before we go and try to rob his house?
Nautilus is pretty sure that if he's not at least under some form of arrest, that we will not be allowed to go back to our own homes. We are stealing the ship to save one person, and then the entire complex and everyone in it will probably be not treated well.
I think he'll just try to kill us again.
I don't think he's telling you the truth.
Don't think so.
He tried to kill us once.
Alright. Give me a moment. So I grab some food and I go back to Renwick.
Yeah, he's sitting there, and again, he's kind of brushed himself off. He looks much more like he did before. He's kind of like, while you're gone, he's just trying to like comb his hair a little bit and make himself look presentable, because he's thinking that he's going to be let out of here and he's going to be walking around the town with his friends here.
Gotcha.
His friends?
Yeah. He's going to buy your friendship, is what he thinks.
Gotcha. Alright, so I hand him a little bit of food. What I can grab, bacon, eggs, whatever. There you are.
Well, this is quite lovely, and he grabs a piece of bacon and is not ashamed of just like devouring in front of you. Sorry, I'm so famished. I haven't eaten in 3 days.
3 days?
Yes, this creature that was watching me, he didn't apparently understand that I need to eat. But it is not. I'm not blaming you, my friend.
Yeah. Well, please forgive me. And I cast on the truth.
Okay.
It's not.
Safe,
Hang on.
safe.
Why is it not? There it goes. I had to refresh my page. DC 16 charisma save.
All right, let's see what he gets. He rolled a 4. Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Is that with the red die?
Yeah, it's with roll 20s die.
We need to keep using that.
Yep.
So yeah,
Even for in-game sessions.
All right, so what is let me just look that up here.
Oh. There you go.
Oh, you got it.
Sorry.
Okay. Okay, so the affected creature is aware of the spell and can doesn't want to answer a question. Which okay.
Yep, that's why I said forgive me before I casted it.
Okay. So I see you don't fully trust me, but it is of no matter.
Well, to be fair, Renwick, you did try to kill us.
Oh, whoa, that is a little harsh. I mean, you were trying to frame me for this murder. You know, yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, if you want to get to brass tacks here. Do you know anything to do with her murder? Ada?
Well, I maybe know some things about it.
And of course, she wasn't murdered by your hand, right?
No. That just was not in my hand. But maybe I did know of some sort of poison that human anatomy does not fare well with.
Okay. This wasn't the road of questioning I wanted to go down, but why not? We're doing it. Did you personally slip the poison? Or did you have somebody else do it?
Yes, it was not me. So I am no murderer, but I will implement my butler did slip something in the tea for Miss Ada. I know I am a monster. I have done terrible things in my life. I am not proud of this.
Okay. So actually, that means we weren't trying to frame you. We were just trying to get justice for Ada. And you still try to have us killed.
Oh,
Do I have that correct?
well, I wasn't trying to be friendly with you. I was very disappointed when you did not want to work with me. Maybe I overreacted a little bit with the whole murder idea. You know, loose ends, investigations are very messy. You know, this is how I've lived my life free from any entanglements with the law for this far. But
Okay.
I am sorry, my friend, for what had transpired at the lighthouse.
So the big question here is, are you going to side with the travelers, or are you going to try to kill us again?
Oh, I have no need to try to kill you. We could work together, you know? I know you seek things for saving the world, and I am a man of many connections. Maybe we could work together. Maybe you could make me part of your crew now that I have no ship anymore.
Yeah, well, it was either your life or the ship, so.
And speaking of that, isn't that my sword that you have right there?
I look at all the swords that are on me. Which one?
Oh, that one. That is of no matter. I mean, what am I going to do with it now? You are just going to bring me to justice, and I will be hung in the center of Ardis for all my treasonous acts, I am sure.
Well,
poor Renwick. I'll never see the light of day again.
Renwick, that has no effect on me. I'm a man of justice, not pity. So, I found out some information that the king of... What continent are we on?
Oh, you must be speaking of the Emperor of Cordova.
Emperor, yes, of Cordova. He is very interested in talking to you about your dragon friend there.
Oh yes, I do know of this. This is why I've left this place.
Okay, so let me inquire. What's the deal with you and the dragon?
Oh, it's just a dragon. What do you mean? What is
There-
the deal?
There's no, it's just a dragon. Dragons are intelligent. Even the baby that we killed was able to talk.
Yeah, that wasn't very nice of you. I'm sure his mother will not be very happy about this.
So where's the mother now?
Around.
Specifically?
Around my ranch.
Mm. Okay.
But when you bring me to the ranch and I get the funds, I will swear the dragon will not hurt you. I have a vault beneath my home with many treasures down there. Again, I will be friends. We will be friends. I will be a traveler. Renwick Drake, the famous traveler. It does have a nice ring to it.
It does. But let me retire and talk to the crew. We'll see what happens. 30,000 is a lot of gold.
Do you think I could come out of this closet now? Maybe, where am I going to go? I'm a wanted man in this city.
That's not for me to release you. Give me a minute. And let me go talk and see what happens.
Oh, very well. I will stay here and drink my delicious tea.
And with that, I bow my head and walk out. Close the door behind me, of course. So, using the telepathic connection, I tell everybody that the Zone of Truth was successful. Tell them about the dragon, the vault underneath it, and that he's even offered to become a traveler. What do you guys want to do with that?
Even Snotlord doesn't believe that.
I just start laughing.
I'd say follow the original plan.
Go to his house, fight his dragon buddy, and take whatever gold we can carry?
Snotlords can carry a lot.
Alright.
Oh God.
We fought one dragon.
Baby dragon. This is his mother.
What's the
He was
other
probably very mad at us.
Exactly.
What's the other
Yeah, we
option?
don't-
I'm all for just turning his ass in and getting the money. I don't think he's gonna fucking be truthful for whatever he's doing. Well, I mean, I guess he was.
He was
For
in
a
the
moment.
zone of truth. He can't deceive me without me knowing.
But Snotlord thinks that he may have not been completely legitimate. Like, Snotlords can think of ways to not lie but not be truthful.
When you ask a direct question, you get a direct answer. It's kind of hard to lie.
Oh, of course. One could never lie.
Some others will have to talk later about the zone of truth and see if you can lie under it. But that's an experiment for another time.
Okay.
So, you guys don't want to release him?
No.
No.
Alright. I don't have to ask Yuri, he just wants to kill him. Right, Yuri?
I mean, if you guys want to fight a dragon, I think if we bring him there, we're gonna fight a dragon either way.
Snarlers agrees.
Yep.
Snarlers would do that. You kidding?
I mean,
So-
no matter what, if we go there, we're fighting a dragon then.
Yeah, that's what my impression was under. That's why I was like, yeah, maybe we should not fight a dragon. But I will go if you guys really need this.
Well, my gold's for other things that I have planned, so yes, we do need this.
Everyone else?
I'm fine with searching this place.
Snarlers will give his 333 gold.
Because Stadler's had none to start with.
I mean, I guess
Snarlers
what
disconnect? Oh, never mind.
I guess whatever. I mean, we have enough. If we turn them in, we have enough gold to do what we have to do.
Well, unless we don't have enough gold, meaning everyone's not going to throw in enough to get the ship.
Snarlers will contribute 100% of what he has.
How much you have, Yuri?
I have 3,600.
I have 2,000.
So
That's
that's like
5,000. Who else?
$5,000.
How much you willing to put in?
$5,000.
So that's 10 grand right there.
And 10 grand for turning them in, that's 20,000 that we need. But then you three are out of money.
I'm not completely out of money.
Snarlers will find some other things to fight for and get money, I guess.
I have extra. I'm not giving all of my money. I have some left. Not much, but enough. You don't need much money. That way you don't have to spend yours and you can get what you need. Without chancing us dying. So we have enough without it. But if you still want to go, and the majority of us will go, then I will go. But just so peace of mind for you is you don't need to, throw in all that. If that's what your concern was.
That is my concern, yeah. And
No,
I don't
we
want
should
you
be-
guys to be broke either.
I won't be broke, but we just won't be able to, really party hard.
Snarlers will be broke.
I mean, if we spend the 20 grand, technically that is going to leave us broke.
What do you mean?
Not everyone.
We're paying
Just
20
Snarlers
grand
and
for a gnome.
Bear Taurus.
I mean, we need money for supplies to get back, and
I'm sure when we get back, we'll have plenty of money. We've been gone for a while. I'll have 700 left over. I'm sure we can make it. If I had to fork over everything for supplies also, we would be fine.
Well, I'll contribute to supplies.
So we
But-
won't have a problem with that.
Snarlers needs at least 50 gold to be able to port back.
That's fine.
You can take 50 from me if you need to.
So I think we'll be all set. I think we don't need to go to Drake's, but again, there is a small chance that he may have stuff there that may pertain to maybe the trident pieces.
I'm down with searching his place, but if everyone else wants to just turn him in, gather our money, and bounce, I'm fine with that as well.
Well,
Snarlers likes money, but Snarlers likes not dying.
the thing is, if we go to his place, chances are we're going to have to fight the dragon.
Yeah, and I'm not really looking forward to fighting a dragon.
Even if we don't go down to the vault,
If you want to look his house, we could scope his house for info if you want, but I don't know where
It's
this dragon
fine.
is.
It's fine. We won't go. You guys are pulling a Yuri. It's fine.
Wait,
It's
what's
cool.
that mean?
Pussies.
I'm terrified of everything.
Listen, I'm okay with walking Renwick up to his house to see if he's a man of his word.
He's not. I don't know what you don't get about that statement. Renwick is lying his ass off. He will try to kill us.
I don't know. I put a lot of faith in my zone of truth.
You've
Noddlers
got a lot of
thinks
faith
no
in
one
your
could
zone.
lie.
Can't wait for that experiment. Alright, so we're at a stalemate.
I'm
What are we
down
doing?
with. I'm down with whatever.
It sounds like you guys want to skip over it, so let's just turn him in. Wait till see how many people he can get, and then tomorrow we will buy the boat and bounce.
Alright. We'll turn them in.
Is that what everyone wants to do?
Knowledge is good with it. Not dying sounds good. Helping the barber shop with their rats. You know, we can keep our things looking good, and hopefully it doesn't trash our reputation by turning in the beloved man who actually is a murderer.
So we'll turn in Drake and then go save the little cafe from rats.
I
You
mean,
should ask him about if he's got a piece of the trident in his vault.
Yeah. Is that zone of truth gone there, Cullis?
Has Ben 10 minutes yet?
Mm,
Oh, we're all discussing this.
it's probably still up.
Alright. I'm just gonna poke my head back in.
hey, so
Just my head. Hey, Renwick, do you have a piece of the trident in your vault?
The trident. The what you were searching for? You mean the one that Snudders has hanging out of his backpack there?
Yes.
Oh, I do not, unfortunately, but I do know of a place that only I know of where you could find one of those. But maybe we could work together. I have many connections.
You know, Renwick, you make things overly complicated. Because you've convinced me, but I can't convince the team.
Well, maybe me and you should just run off and be partners, huh? We split everything 50-50? What'd you say? You seem to be the smart one of the group. You
But then
hate
you'd,
Sahaugen. I hate Sahaugen. Sahaugen killed my wife.
I didn't know that part.
Well, nobody seemed to ask. It's just, oh, Renwick Drake is the murderer. He's such a bad guy. I am not the bad guy.
Well, kind of changes a lot here. I'm gonna get out of that room and close the door.
But take me with you. You hear him start getting angry. He's pounding on the door.
Hang on. In my head, I go, "Yeah, we can't turn him in."
Yeah, we can.
I'm standing strong with. I think we need to let him go.
Absolutely
No, we are not letting him go.
Nope.
If we let him go, we will not have the money for the ship.
and Snallers will also have to fight a dragon.
There's no way we're letting him go.
I honestly, I think he is trustworthy
Playing you
enough.
like a fucking fiddle is what he's doing. He's playing a tune and you're dancing right along to it.
Yeah, well, you know what? It's very convincing too.
Don't lie. He blew you, didn't he?
No,
You got a blowjob, didn't he?
it may
Listen.
be zone of truth, but it was also charmed. He is a good-looking fellow.
if we let him go and we partner up, I'm allowed to go to Smiling Drake for free. Just saying.
Yeah, no. I'm not letting him go so you can go to the whorehouse for
The
free.
real reason. This makes sense.
I still think we should let him go. How about this? All right, we'll go to his house with him to let him go. All right,
And
hear
then we
me
fight
out.
the
Hang
dragon
on.
in his
We're
front
back
yard.
to the
Hang
point
on.
where the dragon's
on.
gonna kill us.
Hang on. All right. Dragon can't be much more difficult than what we just faced in the
Whoa,
arena.
just a second ago you were
Oh my
terrified of
God.
dying. Now
Yeah.
all of a sudden,
Well,
what? Were you guys fucking in there? Are you guys fuck buddies now? Like
Well-
you keep going in there to talk to him. What is it? Round 2, round 3? How
Oh,
much
this
do you pay
is
you
so
for this?
getting edited out.
It's
Nope. Canon.
listen,
canon.
it takes a lot to satisfy me. Moving on though.
Jesus.
Oh my God.
Renwick appears
Moving
to be a
on.
lot.
We can take him to his house in all intentions of letting him go.
You can take him in his house.
I'll take him in his house. I don't care.
Knew it.
And then we'll see if he gives us the 30 grand. And if he does, then we'll take him for face value and walk away. If he doesn't, we can kill him. Right then and there.
I just turn him in, man.
No.
I think-
Turning him is the easiest way.
If you're gonna let him out, then at least let me chop his legs up so he can't run away.
It feels
No,
like
that
that
go-
we're
no.
now going to be under arrest. Always not sure that that's the right answer.
I don't think so.
But I definitely don't think we should let him go.
Hey,
I'm with
hey,
Yuri.
I got it.
Pretty
Is
much
it
with
dead or
everyone.
alive for the return of?
What was that?
Is it dead or alive for the return of Renwick Drake?
No, it's alive.
This
Yeah,
is
I think it was
bullshit.
alive because the
So-
emperor wanted to talk to him. He wants his dragon.
Emperor here, local.
Yeah.
Not necessarily local. He's
Well,
inland, but
yeah.
he's on this continent.
So not this city though.
Not this.
We couldn't somehow do this like this afternoon.
We could turn him into the garrison.
That doesn't really help.
No, that's where the money is.
No. Snarlos understands that. Snarlos is
Alright.
referring to like the meta helping. Because like if we can be there to talk about this shit and then just
No.
fucking
We'd
look,
have to spend.
that's what I'm saying.
I think it was said
Not
like 10
reasonable.
days inland.
Yeah, it was definitely a while.
Look, Snarler's not concerned about who the chief Wiggy Mont is or whatever the hell they call him. It'll be fine. Wasn't paying attention. Makes sense.
So you guys are letting him go.
Negative.
No.
No.
I think we just need to get the boat and get Pinkerton.
Get the fuck out of here.
It does mean that the rest of the people are going to be probably at risk once he gets out. Because I can guarantee you, Dragon trade for his life is going to be on the table. Snodlers is assuming that he's going to come back and be God in our hometown and then just crush all of our people. So we should probably leave all of those people and everything we've made up there too.
What?
You're saying leave Saltmarsh?
Yes.
Okay.
Is
What?
that not what would happen? Look,
We can just move into Runestone Island.
yeah, well, Wiggymont, whatever the chief king person wants a dragon, Renwick Drake will be very vulnerable. Trade his life for the dragon thing. He goes home to the place that he's got again, because he's gotten booted out of here. And that'll be our house. And then he will take all of that vengeance out on us. Snodlers thinks that we're screwed in all cases, and if we move from Saltmarsh to here, we should be good.
And the only other thing that we have is letting him go, and hopefully he doesn't kill us.
See,
No.
I love that word. Hopefully.
There's
No.
literally, no matter what we do, there's still a chance he's gonna fucking try to kill us, man.
The only way that we can prevent him from killing us is to kill him. that will mean that we would have to go to the dragon as well. Guaranteed. If we release him, we would also have to go to the dragon because we would not necessarily have the money. Or he would take us there and then we would have to fight the dragon because he would just stick it on us and lock away in his hidey hole. And then we kill him there. In both cases, we have to fight the dragon.
Or we just turn him in and then he gets released later and we have to look over our shoulders.
Then we abandon Saltmarsh.
And
Well, I don't think we have to
still would-
abandon Saltmarsh, but
We'd still have to fight the dragon,
No.
possibly.
No.
More than likely.
Short, long-term gain, kill Renwick, fight the dragon. Short-term gain, return Renwick, get the boat, and then somehow fortify our Saltmarsh place and try to spread the non-proofed news that he murdered the lady. So that way he has no reputation when he gets back and that we're not evicted.
Well, I'm sure his servant's still at the house.
Oh, and I'm sure he will absolutely go against his master.
I mean, there's ways to make people talk that's not my taste.
Why are we fortifying Saltmarsh?
For when it comes back.
Renwick Drake will
Oh.
return.
Let's just kill him.
And then fight a dragon. That's
then
the next option. That's in that chain. Two out of the three methods we have to fight a dragon.
What's the method that we don't?
We turn
Well, I
him
don't
in,
wanna
and then
let
he goes back to Saltmarsh,
and we deal with him later.
and he imprisons and destroys everyone that we have at the house, and then us spending 20K on a boat meant nothing for one.
yeah, I don't fucking know about that, but say we just fucking turn him in. Worry about it later.
If we can go and
Agreed.
make an in-network circle, at least they can escape.
Oh, and he did mention that he knows where a piece is that only he knows of the trident. Just
Could
throwing it out
Could it be the one that I just mentioned to you?
there.
That no one knows?
He also said the boat, right? Wasn't he the one that mentioned that? Like the gem that's on the boat?
No, that was Joyce.
You are correct.
So,
I don't think we should let him go. That's for fucking
Absolutely
sure.
not.
Agreed.
No one's with letting him go. Correct, except for Chloe.
so I stand alone on that. All right.
Letting him goes off the
solves
table.
nothing and creates more problems.
It
So,
gives us 30,000 gold, and
No, it gives us the ability to fight a dragon if you trust the conniving man with word speak who's already a devil's tongue. Is that the right word?
It's a chance of getting 30,000 gold, not definitely getting 30,000 gold.
okay, think of it this way.
Is he your
If we-
stepdad too?
No, but I have respect for him. As weird and as twisted as that.
That's a real
Yes.
low bar.
is it because you have his sword?
He's enchanted by it because of the sword.
Oh my god.
No.
Can Snodlers touch the sword?
Touch
I mean-
whatever sword you like. It doesn't bother me none.
I mean, what if he's right though? What if he takes him up there and he's actually telling the truth?
What, that he knows where a sword piece is?
Try it.
Or a-
No, that he's gonna give the money to us.
Then we fight the
Sure.
dragon, take the money, and kill him.
Yeah.
Why don't we just start there then?
Why don't we just
Oh
turn him
my
in and then
God.
just go up there?
Like,
because
It's
apparently,
not, my point is, if we're going to release him, so that way he gives us possibly 30,000, it's zero risk to murder him today because he's already a scoundrel that admitted to murder, and then take the money because in both cases, odds are we're fighting a dragon unless Snoddlers runs in there all stealth-like against a dragon. Snoddlers is not ready for that.
Well, let's do that then, but let's not murder him till we have the money.
Snoddlers is confused by that. That was supposed to be the bad option.
So wait, now there's 3 people that want to release him and hopefully get 30,000.
No, they're talking about murdering him.
I want to kill him.
Yeah,
They're talking about murdering him and then going to his place and fighting a dragon and then trying to find money.
So why don't we just go to his place, release him,
No,
No,
we're
no,
not
no.
releasing him.
and hang on and see if he betrays us right then and there.
No.
No.
Well, we have to be.
All right. So what that's telling me is he's got 30K at his house. So we might as well turn him in for 10, rob his house for 30K, and fight the dragon. That's 40K total.
Well, maybe he only has a dragon at his house and there's not even any money there.
You know, at 40K, we could just give 40K to the dude bros, and then they can make their own boat. You don't need to steal the boat.
Swipe it out underneath his fucking nose. Be like, here, we're taking this boat now. Here's the money, all of it. You're gonna be a couple months behind on making the other guy's boat. Sorry, man.
I think it's like a year.
Yeah, whatever.
Right.
Sorry, man.
No, that was
I
the
bet-
real problem. That's not a real solution. Like, out of character, that's not a real solution.
I know. In character, that is fucking a solution.
I've been wondering the whole time why we just can't steal the boat.
No, we can't steal the boat.
No.
No.
Security's too high. It's not even in the water yet.
Dollars can raise the ocean.
And you guys are all thinking that if we go to his house, we can get in the vault somehow.
Oh, we can get
Without
in the vault.
I got a pickaxe. Yuri's a dwarf. He's good at digging, right, Yuri?
Yeah, but only difference is you need to be up near the vault door to use your pickaxe. And we all know that's not going to happen.
Listen, Kolos.
I'm listening.
I'm gonna put it to you plain. We're not letting him go.
I think we should turn him in, get Pinkerton, and
But it's not. We gotta pay for the last half of the boat. Hopefully, nothing gets cocked up there. They lower it to the
Well,
water. We hire the crew, and then we sail off to Liara. Pinkerton's not here. He's in. Well, we're dropping the boat off in Liara. Hopefully, he's there.
well, I don't think Boston's going to just give up the boat without getting Pinkerton.
Why would we give up the boat without Pinkerton? I would assume he would
I
be
don't-
there.
But they might also say, "Sweet, thanks for the boat. He's at this location and some fucking island living off of coconuts."
Well, then we would just sail the boat over there as well. We wouldn't just leave the boat. Oh, okay, thanks, guys.
So, we're turning Renwick in. What are we doing after that?
Well, if we're turning him in, there's no sense of fighting the dragon. If you guys could come up with the other 10,000.
Lawler thinks that it's the only way to guarantee our safety, but we should try to figure out some way of also protecting ourselves in salt marsh. It is a short-term solution to that generates a long-term problem.
We can. I mean, we've dealt with him once. I'm sure we could handle him again.
Alright.
And they're the city guard. We could, warn them and all that shit. I think it would be.
The Emperor
shitty
does
to
want
deal
the
with them,
dragon,
but-
so if we let
yeah.
them know that he supposedly has a dragon underneath his, they might send something to deal with it, or we're gonna end up either it'll hunt us down, or we'll just have to kill it at some point.
I think we're overthinking this, and we
Probably.
should just turn him in.
But we spent like a half hour. Kolos trying to convince us to.
It was a good argument. I do not disagree, but I mean,
Well, if you don't
Or just
disagree,
being
I'll
a
just go
discord.
get him and we'll
No. I don't disagree with you trying. That's just not worth it.
Alright,
All right, so
I'll yield.
what are you guys doing?
We're gagging him, fucking tying his hands, and fucking
Putting a
Snodler's gonna
sackcloth over
turn
his
him
head.
fucking visible, and we're gonna walk him to where he's got to go.
All right, so
I'm
who's grabbing
gonna
him?
punch him in the face.
Hey, how are you guys gonna work this then? He's currently banging on the door of the closet.
We're gonna fucking
Thought he
tie
was,
him up so his hands got a rope on it, so we
I
can
thought he
hold
was
on to
in
the rope.
manacles attached to the wall.
Yeah, but it's a small, like, closet. He can't get past that door.
Yeah, he's not leaving the room.
Well, I'm definitely punching him in the face a couple times.
I want nothing to do with the whole bounding and gagging process.
I wish Meglar was here to save him.
So I want to walk away and go find Bobby.
Okay.
Hey, Bobby. What are they doing? Oh, nothing.
You want to keep a hold of him?
Yeah, I'm choking the shit out of him.
No. Grab his arm, not his throat. He's too tall for you.
He starts
anyway.
putting up a fight, and he's like, yeah, this is absolutely unbelievable that you were just going to manhandle me like this. And where is the trust? I have been a model prisoner this entire time. Where is Kolos? Kolos, my friend.
I'm nowhere. in the fight.
Someone call Bobby the Schlub and get a sock.
Ooh,
If you keep fighting, I'll make
the
sure
stock.
it's dirt. If you
Bobby the Schlub sock is coming off and going in that mouth. You speak again.
Bobby the Schlub is gone. He's out looking for a crew.
He's
Oh,
at
God.
the bar. He's at the bar.
He's at the bar looking for a crew.
That was a threat. I hope he takes that seriously.
Snodlers is concerned.
so unhygienic.
Look around. Is there any other crewmen around that could get their sock from him?
There's a bunch of like cloth and things that were part of the ship and like sails and different things. So you grab
I want a pirate sock. That's what I want.
All right.
Sweaty,
I
3-day
wonder-
old.
I wonder if I'm wearing a sock.
Oh, wait,
Not on
no,
your feet, but yeah, there's like hammocks around and stuff. So I'm sure there's some crew members' dirty sock.
I'm gonna look at him. If you struggle, this is going in your mouth.
Oh, I've had much worse in my mouth before.
We're putting it in his mouth.
Snodlers is very concerned.
So he's trying to struggle. He's got his hands in the manacles, and he's kind of flashing the chains are whipping around the room, and his hat gets knocked off, and you shove the sock in his mouth.
How's his clothes look?
I want to look in his hat. Does he have anything in it?
No, it's just a fancy hat. His
No,
clothes.
like secret compartments in it, holding any information.
No, you're looking at it. It seems to be normal clothing. Even his clothing are nice, but you can tell they're dirty. He went through the shipwreck and everything, so his clothes are kind of nasty looking. But
Would you call this a non-living material? I would like to flavor it like Bobby the Schlub stock.
okay.
After
Specifically, Snodler thinks that's the worst. So
a week in like hot tropical weather,
Oh, Bobby the Schlub. No.
he might have like hand, foot, and mouth disease after this.
After he's all gagged and bound, I want to make sure there's like a long enough rope that we could hold on to make sure we direct him where he's got to go.
Yeah, I mean, you guys all have rope in your backpack, so you bind him up and make a little leash for him.
Each of us fucking tie off something on him, so
Yeah,
all
yeah.
of us have a fucking rope tied to him.
Yeah, 2 in front, 2 in back.
There
Have
we
him
go.
walk in the middle.
With my hand on my crossbow.
All right, so you guys are bringing him in, fugitive style.
Once he's tied up and everyone's got a rope tied to him, I'll reach out, touch him, and cast invisibility.
Okay,
Snodlers appreciates that.
so he's
Snodlers didn't want to waste spell slots.
invisible as you guys are bringing
We
them
still
off
have
the
the
ship,
rope.
but
So-
the ropes are just dangling in air basically.
Fine with that.
But if anybody looked, obviously they wouldn't know what the hell's going on. But
We're walking our invisible dog. Don't worry about it.
yeah, so you make your way off the ship, and around the outskirts of the city is the dry land near the walls. Go past the bar, the Tipsy Sailor down here, and you make your way to the garrison. It probably takes you guys a good half hour to walk down here, down to the Kree garrison. And you walk up to the main gates, and there's guards everywhere, and you see like troops in formations and like doing running drills and stuff as you enter the front gates. And you come in, and there's like a central building for what you can tell is where the business is conducted.
Guess we take him in there.
Alright.
Yeah, yeah.
Or are you still on the boat?
I am not with you guys. I want no part of this. I'm trying to find Bobby.
Okay, you're off going to the bar looking for Bobby. All right, so you guys enter this structure. This is like a large walled sort of facility. It's definitely run by the Empire. You see all sorts of like propaganda of these red dragons everywhere. And, there's all sorts of military presence is definitely high here. But you walk in and it's very clean. This place is very organized. You walk in and there's a counter there. There's a couple guards standing there, and you come into the foyer, and you're greeted by one of the guards. You say, "Place your complaint. Who do you have with you? Bounty hunters? Who do you have? Point on the bounty board." And you guys look over to your right. There's like a big board with all these different
He doesn't question
sketches.
the ropes, the 4 ropes tied to nothing.
No. They know you have somebody. You have a crossbow, and you have ropes tied to something. So,
Can we pull? Do we see Renwick's picture up there?
oh yeah, he's got like 4 different pictures of him up there.
I was gonna say it's got to
I'm,
be a
I'm not
couple.
gonna say his name, but I'm just gonna pull the picture off and then slide it to the guy.
This is a big one. Let's see who he is here. Who do you got now?
I'll drop invisibility.
Oh ho ho, boys! Hey, check this out! And he calls over some of the other guards and Captain. And you see just like the head of somebody very short, kind of behind the counter, and you see this very short, very stout dwarf come over, and he comes over to the counter and opens like the little turnstile, moves it out of the way, and walks around the counter and comes out to you guys, and he's like, Captain Snowstone here. Oh, my boys, you managed to catch Drake. My hat's off to you."
Nautilus takes his hat off, confused.
And you look at this guy, and he's got kind of this like bluish sort of complexion to his skin, and he's got like this very white beard, and he's got a very large belly, and he's wearing his uniform. You can tell it's a little tight, but so he's looking. He's like, you come here for the biggest reward. We've already seized all of his assets over at his ranch.
Taurus deflates a little bit.
Yeah, we took all sorts of books we took out of there, and weapons of all sorts of kind. Probably almost about 100 different swords out of that place. Magical looking things too.
Snodlers is kind of concerned. Like, you guys didn't hit a dragon last time. We in order for us to get this guy, Snodlers had to fight a dragon.
Aye, rumor has it the dragon is in the mines below the place. You know that place. It's the old fortress of an ancient great dwarven smith, Durgadin the Black. His clan they defended that fortress for hundreds of years down there.
Imagine that means. Sorry.
The old the stronghold of Kundakar.
I imagine that means you guys didn't go into the mines then, did you?
Oh, unfortunately, yeah. That's supposedly the main treasure hoard is guarded by a dragon down there, but we can't get in through the gates, so we've been waiting for some sort of adventurers to come out here to take a crack at it.
You don't say, dragon, huh?
But yeah. Rumor has it there's thousands and thousands of gold and weapons and all sorts of armor still down there from when Durgeddon was smithing.
Snuggles looks over and is like, this doesn't change anything, right?
I slowly shake my head no.
And he looks over at Drake and he's like, Mr. Drake, you've been charged with conspiracy to incite rebellion against the Empire, in black market trading, piracy, extortion of the people of Carrington, and the murder of a Faerun town official. My friend, you are going to face a trial in the capital. If found
As
guilty...
As soon as he says that, I look back at fucking Vitoris. When he says the official murdering an official.
Snuggles would like to add that he apparently also confessed to the murdering of the official.
Oh, excellent. You are going to hang on public display in the Grand Plaza of Artis. I'm glad that I was here to see this. Who are you, bounty hunters? What do you call yourselves?
The Travelers.
Snuggles really wishes we didn't use that name. Such a bad name.
Somebody owes me some gold.
Well, let's see. We get Mr. Drake here into our custody. We will gladly pay you the handsome reward of 10,000 gold.
So, Snoddlers and the team definitely went through a lot of money trying to do this. This guy was not easy. You sure it's only 10?
Aye, that's all that he's worth. But that's quite a bit. But hopefully we can get inside of his mines and explore the old ruins. I'm sure that we're all gonna get a little rich after that one.
Well, maybe we can just take them ourselves to Liara, where we're gonna get
Whoa!
15,000 for them.
At that point, all of a sudden you see him kind of glance over to the guards, and you see a couple guards pull up spears and kind of get a little closer surrounding you guys. Now, Mr. Drake here is now considered property of the Empire, so would you gladly be turning him over now?
Yes.
Yep.
So the dwarf, he grabs one of the rope, and a couple of the guards grabs the rope, and they pull him, and Drake's like, unbelievable. I knew you guys would do this and just let this chance go. I guess all the fortune and glory will be lost to this corrupt empire now. Farewell, travelers. Perhaps someday we will see each other again. You haven't seen the last of me.
Hopes not. And thank you for killing someone so that way it was easy to do this.
Yeah.
He sounded so convincing when he said, "You haven't seen the last of me." It's just like, you haven't seen the last of me. Oh.
The dwarf captain, he grabs a hold of one of the ropes and he just yanks it, and he pulls Drake into the back, and he says, "All right, boys, take him away." And they rush Drake off into a holding cell. And Captain Snowstone, he goes and grabs a small chest and comes back, and he drags it across the floor and leaves it right there for you. Opens the lid, and you just see the shine of all this gold in there. From the Emperor himself, 10,000 gold.
Emperor?
Yuri instantly chubs right up.
And now, seeing that you are adventurers, if you are interested, maybe you could help me out and make your way on over to the stronghold of Mr. Drake's there. We've seized his house, but to the western side of his property is the entrance to the mines. If you do, tell Commander Rafton that we sent you over, and they'll give you clearance. But maybe you could get that door open for us, or we could send my garrison down there.
Wait, Snarlers just needs to open the door?
Well, That would be nice. You get the door open. My men will go down there and seize all the treasure for the Empire.
If we get the door open, we get a little cut of this money.
Well, I suppose if you went down inside there and
Oh, we don't want to go inside. We just
Oh.
want to get the door open for you.
well, yeah, maybe but I'd have to make it. We'd have to see what's in there first.
Just make it 1%.
He
Should be easy.
promises 20,000 gold, and there's like 3 gold
Yeah.
in there.
I've heard there's hundreds of thousands of gold in there. Weapons,
Well, just do a percent,
priceless
like Snarler
gems.
said.
Yeah.
What percent are you willing to part with?
Well, let me see. And he looks over.
The Empire
He's
is
kind of
willing
like
to
looks
part with.
over his shoulders a little bit shady, kind of, and he's like, "Well, I could. I got 500 gold. I could give you guys to open this door for me. But let's keep it real quiet."
500 gold. And there's hundreds of thousands down there? You only give us 500 gold to open a door?
Well, the Emperor would be very grateful for if you went in there yourself and retrieved this gold, rather than him spending money on another team of adventurers to go in there. But, a little, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours, so a little 500 will help you guys for just opening a simple door. I send my guys down
Snarlers
there.
might think that it might have to be another group of travelers. Like, Snarlers isn't sure that we have the time, peace, or energy for that.
Why don't you guys call the Hero Society?
Ooh, those guys should get wiped out. Snarlers agrees.
Yeah, send them in for the dragon meat. I mean,
Unless they're successful.
I don't know who the Emperor has hired, but we just received word that adventurers will be coming to open up the gates and secure the area.
they definitely must be talking about the Heroes Scumbag Society.
But this is a good business opportunity. Maybe we could just take a little peek for ourselves before they get here. You know what I mean? Huh?
Oh, when are they going to be here? Let me guess, Friday.
Oh, I don't know, but maybe the sooner the better. Yeah, you know what I mean? And he kind of like elbows you a little bit, Yuri.
Why don't you work on getting us another chest of this gold, and then we'll talk.
That's what I'm doing. For a dwarf, you're not very smart now, are you? I'm
Jesus
talking
Christ.
hundreds of thousands of gold in there, and priceless artifacts. What kind of dwarf are you? You've never heard of the great dwarven smith Durgan the Black? Brother,
Of course I have.
well, then you know of his infamy, the amount of riches that got to be in there. And it'd be a shame if the Emperor took all of that riches for himself. We could take a little peek, give a little cut to the garrison.
Maybe you're right.
That's what I'm
I tell
talking
you-
about.
Mentally, I'm gonna say to everyone, Snarler thinks we should just come here dressed like the Hero Society and then accidentally die in there and teleport out. Let's not do this now. Like, when we come back after stealing the ship, then we can see if we want to do this.
I mean, yeah, we got shit to do.
What was that?
Understandable. Duty calls. I don't want you to get the wrong impression. I'm not some sort of, corrupt government official. But, yeah, all right. I'll wait for the adventurers to get here. It's a damn shame. The Emperor, he's already got all the vast wealth and just going to add a whole bunch more to it.
All right, see you later.
Farewell, travelers.
How did Renwick talk shit? He had a fucking dirty sock stuffed in his mouth.
That tasted pretty good.
He swallowed it.
Ooh.
Oh,
He's gonna be sick the rest of his life. He's gonna have dysentery.
for like, what, a week maybe?
Yeah, he's going to be hanged pretty soon, so. You guys,
well,
you guys just
it.
killed an innocent man.
Innocent? False.
It's false.
As the alignment shifts.
I have no.
But Zone of Truth is, and he said that he was a part of the murder. Like,
Now you believe Zone of Truth.
well, yeah, when it's in my benefit, of course.
The guy here said he murdered people.
Yeah, no, he was accused of.
Yeah, well, that's
Yeah,
just
so he
the
murdered
report. That's he just works for the.
It's his MO. It's murdering fucking public officials. Hey, whatever. Let's fuck out of here.
Okay, so yeah, you guys head out of the garrison. Where are you headed to next? You got 10,000 gold in your pockets.
Do you want to help with that rat problem?
Snarlers isn't sure that it's a rat problem, but Snarlers is ready.
Yeah, we can kill some rats.
I mean, we're gonna have to find Kolos. Didn't he say he was going to the bar?
Said he was looking for Bobby.
Yeah, Bobby.
Yeah,
Well, where did Bobby say he was going?
to the
Bobby didn't say where he was
Well,
going.
Bobby said he was going to the bar
thought he-
because he was looking to. You told him to go find his find some people,
Oh, yeah.
to recruit some people.
Yeah,
Hey.
yeah.
So Bobby's at the bar. Kolos went to the bar.
Yes,
Maybe
sir.
we should go to the bar and get Kolos,
To the bar we go.
and then go help that rat problem.
All right, yeah, you guys make your way back up towards the Tipsy Sailor.
Them sons of bitches didn't give us our rope back.
yeah, but look at all this gold.
Yeah, it's not ours. I don't know why you're all excited about it. It's gonna be spent on a boat. So run your fingers through it while you got a chance. Hopefully you don't get your pockets picked.
Yeah, you guys are walking around with a chest full of gold.
How big's the chest?
I mean, it's pretty substantial size. It's a pretty big chest. There's 10,000 gold in it. I mean,
Let's just pour it into the bags of holding and call it a day.
yeah, he dragged it across the floor, so it's pretty big.
Yeah,
Yeah,
filled
we'll-
the bag holding.
We'll fill up.
We have
put
two
half- yeah.
bags of holding.
We'll fill up 5,000 in each bag of holding. Make sure it's tied extra good to my belt.
All right, yeah, you guys make your way back to the Tipsy Cellar, and as you enter the bar, you see Kolos standing over off to the side. And there's like a group of guys with Bobby the Schlub, and you can see Bobby the Schlub is very animated. He's like talking with his hands, and he's pointing at Kolos.
Is he making like the circle with the finger pointing into the circle
No.
motion, or like what do you mean by with his hands?
He's very animated. He's talking. You can see him like telling almost like it looks like he's telling a tall tale. Like he's like, it was this big, and
Keep going.
but that's all you see from the door. So
I'll walk over to Bobby. Wait till he pauses to take a breath in his story.
yeah, so
Head straight for the bar.
okay. I was trying to find the map. We had a map of this place. Too many maps. Oh, the Tipsy Sailor. There she is. Meglar's on this map.
Right, Meglar is dead.
And
So is
Argyl's on this
Argyll.
map. He's not there anymore.
Argle.
All right, yeah. So imagine the bar is it's somewhat packed. I mean, this place is always busy. You guys have been here before. It's a very large tavern, restaurant, like nightclub. This is the whole nine. This is the most happening place in Carrington. So yeah, so you make your way off to the room, and you see Bobby the Schlub is there. He's telling his story. As you get a little bit closer, and Bobby the Schlub turns. And he goes, this is another one. This is Vitoris. He's a great fighter. Great with a crossbow. This is the opportunity of a lifetime for you gents. And he's like telling these guys, trying to recruit these guys. And Vitoris, you kind of look around at them, and they all seem kind of they seem okay. They're all dressed decently. None of them necessarily look like sailors.
As he says Vitoris, Snarlers would like to, under his breath, say Beartaurus.
Over at the bar is what was his name? So Vasen and Yuri went to the bar, right? So
Yep.
yes, so you guys
Doing
go to the
shots,
bar, and
smashing glasses, doing shots.
you guys have seen this guy before. He's a very tall, elvish bar owner. He's serving you guys drinks, and you walk in, and he's like, "Hey, gentlemen, what can I get you?" I just got this
Beer.
this
Just shot.
excellent caskin of this this black charger. It's something from Faerun. It's been sent across the sea.
Oh, I've heard of that. Let me get some of that.
So he pours you guys. That's the cheaper stuff, right? Or no? I don't know if I have it written down. The stuff that would be in a keg rather than bottled.
Black Charger is a sweet made with exotic fruit.
Yeah, that was more like like a beer,
Yeah.
like an ale. So he
Yeah.
starts pouring a couple cups for you guys. Yeah, I can tell you that the people around here are really enjoying it. It's all the talk. Unfortunately, I've only got these 2 kegs of it, so.
I slam it
Well-
down.
Hopefully, we'll get more over here.
I mean,
Hey,
wait, isn't this the one that we make?
It is.
Well, wait, did you say you make this?
That we do.
Well, I gotta commend you. This is a fine ale, and is there any way you could I could directly purchase some of this from your fine establishment? I'll pay double
I lean
of what you're charging.
I lean over and like, in network.
Yep. Matter of fact, you can.
Snoddlers would even say that we will reduce the shipping and handling by 50% of whatever it is that you had paid before.
Wow, well this is truly amazing. How can you do this?
Well, when we get back home, we'll contact our people to get it set up.
Well, this is great, and he holds his hand out for a handshake.
I should reach over and shake his hand.
Snoddlers also is already reaching, but obviously he misses it.
Wow, well, so what are you gentlemen here for? Are you here for Feet Fest?
Matter of fact, we were.
Also, the return of the criminal Renwick Drake.
Oh, Mr. Drake, he's been in this establishment many a times. Good fella, good fella. I've heard he was into some sort of trouble, and the Emperor's looking for him, but
He straight murdered someone from our town.
oh, that's a darn shame.
Yeah, he seemed like a good fellow, but I assure you, that man is manipulative.
Well, seeing as how you returned him, brought him to justice, and I give you props. This is an excellent day for justice, and this one's on the house. And he pours you guys all another round.
Man, this
Cheers,
feels just like
drink
home.
down.
Have you met my daughter? Her boyfriend fights tonight in the arena.
I lean over. We're not fighting, right?
No. We've met her.
So he's chatting you guys up for a little bit. As back over here with Bobby the Schlub, and he's talking about how great the Travelers Guild is. So he's trying to recruit all these guys, and so he looks over at you, Vitoris, and he's like, "So Vitoris, Captain Hector, if you were here, what do you guys think? These guys would be a good fit for the crew?" I didn't talk
Are
money
they
with them. I
sailors?
didn't know what you're gonna pay them, but
Are you gentlemen?
they're looking for work. They have sailed.
Did you actively sail the boat, or was it a passenger cruise?
So they look at you and they're like, well, some of them are kind of all talking over each other. Like, I've worked on my father's boat for years, and they all seem like they're hungry for work.
All right. Did he tell you that this is temporary?
And they're all cool with whatever you got. They're looking to make some money, and judging by the prestige that they've heard of the Travelers Guild just for being here so far for a few days, they're excited to work for such a prestigious organization.
Do I know how many people it would take to sail the Prancing Lady? I think her name is. The gambling boat.
I was looking for the name, but yeah, it probably similar to your guys' ship. It probably takes about 12 people.
That would be like a skeleton crew.
Yeah, I mean,
just because it's so much bigger.
Yeah,
it's only a couple-day trip, right? We're not going that far, are we?
Yeah, you're only going halfway across the ocean. Yeah.
Damn it!
It's not like it's an island like a day away.
No, I thought we were doing something.
How many of them are sitting there?
There's probably like 6 or 8 guys.
All right. How much you guys want? How much are you wanting to make off this?
Well, none of us are really making much now as it is. So, if you pay, let's say there's 8 of us, you pay us for the 3-4 days that it's going to take us to get there. And it's going to cost probably a wage of a gold a day. So 4, 8, probably about, for we can get another couple of guys, probably about 20 gold. We can sail your ship over to Liara for you.
Do you got any more? Do you know any more people that want in on this? We're going to need 12. 12's the number, right? We have on our boat.
Yep. So they say, yeah, we probably have a couple, enough guys to get over there. But they say we're gonna need money up front too, so we can have a return trip. Because we're gonna need a charter or something to get back.
We won't be able to fix the return, right?
Possibly.
I just slapped down 40 gold. That should cover it.
And they all look like super impressed.
All right. This here's Bobby the Slub, first mate.
He's like, he elbows you. He's like, it's not Bobby anymore. It's Robert. Formerly the schlub. I am not a schlub.
I apologize, Roberto.
Roberto the Excellent.
He says, that's okay. And he picks up a drink from the table and he goes to drink it and he just like accidentally pours it all over his shirt and he just looks like a mess now.
I'll just slap him on the back. It'll be all right, Bobby. Keep in touch with him. Check in with him every morning and evening, and he will give you the details on when and where you need to report to.
All right.
Bobby, who is this lady that what bakery is this? Something about rats in a basement?
Oh, yeah. So I met this woman the other night, and one thing led to another, and she said that she would. Well, let's cut that part out. But anyway, so up at her bakery, which is just kind of to the north side of the city, it's not in the greatest part of the town, is what she said. And the bakery, the bottom floor is all flooded out, but some sort of rats or something are getting into the to the bakery and like eating all of the dough and everything. So I figured it's easy enough thing to take care of. I mean, right?
We'll take care of it. We'll head there here in a little bit.
Okay. I get to go this time?
Do you want to?
Well, I want to. I'm ready to show the travelers what I can do. After all, I'm trying to earn my keep.
This is a bad feeling.
Bobby, if you die on me, I'm not going to be able to handle it.
Well, I certainly hope I don't die.
I apologize, Roberto. So, I mean, I guess if you really want to come along, you are more than welcome. It's just killing rats, right? So, let me go gather up the 3 that are drinking. We'll head up to this bakery.
All right, yeah, you guys want to do anything else before you head out?
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
shit.
I want to unstrap my longsword +1 and my vicious longsword from my shoulders. Hold them out in each hand and hand them out to Bobby. Pick one.
After looking at Kolos, Snodlers unhinges his book and
Jaw.
gets it in his hand, and then realizes that he's giving it out, and he puts it back on his belt.
wait, what are you giving out?
Like, I was like, see him like unstrapping and like trying to show off, so Snodlers like also like gets his book out and also, oh, you're giving that away? Fuck that. And he puts it back.
Yeah, so Bobby grabs one from your hand. He's like, well, I appreciate this. I wasn't armed to begin with. I didn't think I would need it. They're just rats, but
Never just rats, Bobby.
It's part of your station. It's your sword to keep now.
I appreciate this, Master Kolos. I won't let you down.
Thank you. Which one does he take?
This is
+1
sharp.
or the vicious?
Yeah, he cuts his hand on it. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, you gotta be careful about that.
Give him whatever you want.
Alright, which one's worth least?
What are the 2?
Vicious and a +1.
The +1 is probably worth least.
What does Vicious do?
Let's see. I had that.
If you crit, they take an extra 7.
From a mechanics perspective, you're better off with the +1.
Yeah, the +1 would be better, like average, I guess, huh?
Yeah, because you're not going to crit 1 every 7. You're not going to crit necessarily 1 every 7.
Yeah.
Right.
And then the +1 is also +1 to hit, so you're more likely to hit. So it's a throw up, but you're banking on crits versus consistent, steady, more hittable damage, which is probably better.
Yeah, so give Bobby that one.
The vicious?
Yeah.
All right.
From a mechanics perspective, that's my recommendation.
Yep. I mean, the elemental's a +1, so I'm using the elemental.
Yeah, that was Drake's favorite sword.
Mm-hmm.
Was. You haven't seen the last of him, though.
Really weird. Never would have thought.
I just deleted the vicious out of my inventory. So it's now officially Bobby's.
Alright, nice. Alright, so anything else you guys are doing? You guys are going to head off, follow Bobby's lead, grab a taxi?
He seems eager.
Bobby trying to get shit done.
Yeah, let's go.
Trying to take over the boat.
Look, he wants to be a traveler, not just a traveler's boatman.
Yeah, he idolizes you guys. Alright, so yeah, you grab a hold of one of the gondolas, you make your way through town a little bit, and you can see like really like the water level is even higher after the whole flooding of the pump station. So like people have like kind of like docks on some of their properties, and they're kind of like the water's up over the docks at this point. But you can see like the water lines on the buildings where it was even higher just like a day or two ago, where the whole city just kind of got jacked up, and that smell that you're just still not used to, the smell of like sewage and seawater. But yeah, you make your way to the kind of like a somewhat drier area that kind of steps up, and there's like a little city street with a few little shops that are through there, and you see the entrance to this little bakery. It's a tiny shop. You walk into this thing, and they've got all sorts of benches and like display cases. But as you walk in, you see that the cases are all completely smashed, and there's flour and dough all over the floor. The counters and tables have these large scratch marks on them.
I just look back at Bobby. Rats, you say?
Oh, she
As I pull out my
she said
crossbow.
they're just rats. Maybe they're just really big rats.
How big are these claw marks in the table?
They're quite long. They're probably about a foot long, and they're spaced. There's like 3 claws. They're a foot long, and they're spaced out about like 4 inches between each claw mark.
It's a massive rat. And I pull out my crossbow. My hand crossbow.
Yeah,
Is
well, maybe I'll let you go first then. And he kind of steps back.
Is there is it like a 2-story building?
So it looks like there's like the front kitchen, or what do you call it, like the show area, and then there's kind of like a hallway where there's like a kitchen area in the back.
Is there a light in there?
It's daytime, so it's pretty lit up.
Alright. I will slowly and stealthily make my way forward, listening for any scratches.
And as you walk in, you start seeing some of these like throughout the soft floor, with the dough and the flour river. You're seeing some large footprints. And they don't look like rat footprints. They look more humanoid. And these footprints also have, you can tell the top of the toes have sharp claws on them.
I think these are were
Not
rats.
God, I don't know if I can handle two diseases at once.
So, and at that point, Vittoria says you start doing that. You start realizing you smell something. It smells like this putrid smell. And something that like is very strong to you, that you get this feeling like you're smelling better than you've smelled anything before. Like your sense of smell is heightened.
Ooh,
Taurus.
God damn it.
Yeah. So
My goal at the end of the campaign is to catch all of them at once.
yeah, perfect.
Just to
I'm the
see what will
Pokemon of diseases. Let me
Just
tell
to
you,
see.
full moons are fucked up.
Yeah.
bear leg, a fucking wolf leg.
All right, so you guys make your way around this kitchen. You start looking around, and you notice more and more of these scratch marks. Something kind of stands out to you. There's a table in the back, and one of the legs is broken off of it. There's a few boxes that are kind of like pushed up against the wall, or like crates, and the table is kind of leaning to the side. It's kind of like balanced on these crates.
What's balanced on the crates?
The top of the table, because it's missing a leg, and it's definitely not level. It just looks out of place and like really dilapidated. Like you wouldn't think that somebody would actually be using this sort of setup in the bakery.
Is there any blood?
Make a investigation check.
Oh, why is my roller not there?
I had to refresh D&D Beyond.
And while he's doing
17.
that, I'm gonna look around also.
Oh wait, no, that was a D10. My bad. 18.
All right, so as you kind of like look around the floor, Vittoris, you do see, you smell the smell of blood, and you look down in where those crates are up in the corner, where like the table is kind of leaning up against these crates. Not only do you see some blood, but you see like what looks like 2 drag marks. You were also looking around there, Vasan.
Yarr!
What did you get? Make an investigation check. See what you get.
I don't wanna.
Refresh fixed it for me. I don't know why they weren't there to start with.
So Vasan, you look around and you notice on the wall, hanging on the wall, that's something that stands out to you is the apron, and one of there's like embroidery with a person's name on it, and one of the aprons says Marge on it, and there's
Marge.
yeah, one says Marge, and the one next to it says Bill. And
It's just 2 aprons, Marge and Bill.
and other than that, in the store, it's a pretty small store or bakery.
Are there any holes in the wall and shit?
So we were looking around, you're just seeing these scratch marks and like things that got like disheveled in the business, but nothing like crazy.
I'm gonna go over to the table and move it, or try to move it in the crate out of the way. See what's underneath it.
Let's burn it down.
So all right, so Vitoris, you go ahead and you move the table all the way, and there's these crates, and as you kind of move that aside, you see that there's a large hole in the floor, and the water has risen up to the floorboards. And as you look, there's like a hole that leads down underground, and it looks very dingy and dark. And Bobby the schlub kind of looks at you guys, and he's like, "Oh, well, Marge didn't tell me about this. She just said it was rats." And that's where we'll end it, I guess.